Hello everyone, my name is Ethan, and welcome to Heat Death Survival Train. Heat Death Survival Train is a survival game where you wake up in a frozen landscape and must build your train and survive the dangers of the frozen world. Let's get into the game. I will be playing on easy, although I have played this game many times. Alright, log entry. I woke up in a lab, hooked up to machines and wires, not knowing who I am or where I am. The lab was silent and empty. I stumbled out of the building into a frozen wasteland. No life, no warmth, no hope. Just snow and rocks. There is a train track, the only thing that seems to lead somewhere. Could it take me to civilization, or at least to some answers? I'll follow these train tracks for now. Alright, so welcome to the landscape of Heat Death Survival Train. Got my stats in the bottom left corner, and this is the first station. So let's just follow these train tracks down to the station, and then we shall start exploring. Alright, looks like we must turn back on the power system. Each city has its own power system. You need to activate power generators and batteries, then you can turn the power on. You can find them all inside the control center building. And it looks like that is it right there. So let's run over to that and get the power back on. Alright, it's quite dark in here, so let's turn on the flashlight. Control panels. You can interact with some control panels. To do that, get close to them and use your mouse to select any key on the screen. Let's connect to network. Power isn't on just yet. We have more to do. So let's run upstairs. Let's get this on. It's beautiful just watching them open. Looks like we now have power being made. So now let's turn on power. Saving game. Let's do that. Alright. Next up, find train. But it looks like we have some items here. A blueprint. And a message. Hey, I managed to fix the storage room's door, but it was a hassle. Some wires were fried and I had to replace them with spare parts. There are some useful stuff in there that might help us on our journey back. P.S. I had to change the key code because everyone knew the old one. The new key code is written below, don't forget it. New key code 5011. Check what's in here. Box. Cartridge. Here is the storage room, and we also see we have lights on. So let's turn that flashlight off, not waste any more power. Let's enter the code. Let's grab this material. I'm sure this will be useful. Let's also grab these cartridges. Okay. So, let's see. Let's run over here. We'll start exploring over here first. This habitat 2. Let's check the storage first. So in here, an engine component. This should be, we'll probably need to build our engine then. More material, and then explore these rooms. Ellie, a researcher. Let's see. Blueprints. Good. Leo, an engineer. Text grab. Some material. Biojet. Use the biogen to craft energy drinks, food, and first aid kits. Let's see. Doesn't look like I can craft anything right now. Okay. Here, accept a message. Things have been pretty peaceful lately, which is a rare thing in this world. It means we're not in constant danger of being attacked by drones or other threats. But sometimes it also means we're not having any action or excitement. All I've been doing for the past few months is patrolling the lakeside for any signs of danger, and then returning back to the outpost. It's the same routine over and over again, and it's getting dull. Maybe I'm being too impatient, maybe I'm just used to all the amazing fights and missions I've had before. Maybe I should be thankful for what I have instead of wishing for what I don't. Maybe I should enjoy the peace while it lasts, because who knows what might happen next. But I can't help it, I'm a ranger after all. I live for adventure, for combat, or thrill. Written by Mia. And then the last room, Eva, a medic. This battery. Let's use that battery. And my power is at full. Anything out here? No. Not over here. Another small battery. Let's get out of here and keep it safe. See what this is here. Shadow Breeze. That. Workstation. This looks like a blueprint in here, so we'll move on. Let's get over this one here. Looks like just another blueprint. Move these chambers. And so this here is the station. I should probably go into there first, but instead I'm going to explore the rest of these buildings. Some more Shadow Breeze. Energy drink. That's good. I think in the Biogen, Shadow Breeze is what we use to craft the drink. That's right. So let's just make one of those and explore Lena, the officer. Raj, a ranger. Tomorrow is the day. We're leaving this place for good, but I have to admit I'm feeling a bit nervous. It's not going to be a walk in the park. We still have a long way to go. We have no idea what's out there and what threats we'll face. We have to be ready for anything. It's especially going to be tough for me and Mia. We're the ones who have to watch over the others. I doubt I'll be able to sleep, will I? Alright. Nothing else in this room. So take our energy first, and then move on to Kai, researcher. This blueprint. This is maybe like a vacuum or something. Looks like one. Now let's see what we have in here. Just text wrap it looks like. So then let's move on. I remember there's a building over here, so let's go over here. And then we will explore the station. This constant daylight is a torture. Yes, I can darken the windows, but it's not the same. It's still artificial, unnatural, and annoying. We don't have the luxury of a day-night cycle here, but we have to cope with it. It's ironic, really. We're living on a frozen planet, but we're stuck on the side that's always facing the glints. We're surrounded by ice and snow, but we're also exposed to the glint's constant light. We're freezing, and our eyes are burning at the same time. Written by Jin, who is a physicist. Alright, let's look around in here. Blueprints. And looks like that's it. So let's return to the station, and I will see you when I'm there. The train. This is your train. Right now it's just a few empty wagons, but you'll be able to build whatever you need on it. Blueprints. To unlock any module, you need blueprints. Each module requires a certain amount of blueprints to be unlocked. Build menu. Pressing the build menu button, and use the mouse to change the build mode. Select build modules to build engines, control panels, etc. Note that some options are not unlocked yet. Unlock modules. Each module requires a certain number of blueprints to unlock. Already did that. Once you have collected enough blueprints, build modules on the build menu, select the module you want to unlock, and proceed to unlock it. Alright, so let's get this, and then it looks like first we should explore or unlock the train engine. So let's do that. Resources and inventory. Okay. Let's build this engine. Okay, building power usage. It's pretty big, so let's see where to put it. I will put it off to the side here. It looks like we need to make control panels too in these fabricators over here. Another one. Let's see what's in here. We'll take all of this. Vision core. I wonder what that'll be for. Let's take that. Smart material, and then let's save. Let's see what this is. Nice. Some more sunlight. So I believe I have enough to build the engine screens now. So let's build this. And then the power control panel. Or power screen. And explore the world. So I'll open this, and then it looks like we can get moving right away. But by the looks of that, it doesn't look like I have explored everything at this station yet. So let's get the rest of these items, and then we will move on. Alright, so we are ready to move on, but I see another building out here that we haven't yet explored. Scrapper. Scrapper is a friendly drone that finds scraps around the map and turns them into materials. If you follow them, you might discover new places or find more materials. They deteriorate over time and will explode eventually. They do not explode in easy mode, which is what we are playing, so they should always be around. And I'm pretty sure they go up there, which is where we've already been. Well, that's a lot of material. Inventory full. And run or jump. Alright, so I've got to walk back inside slowly. I will see you all again when I'm inside. And I've got too much material on me, so let's build a chest, maybe, here, to then store all this extra material. Probably build another one. And let's store all this extra stuff that we do not need in our inventory yet. And let's take these small batteries. And then let's go. Starting off quite slowly, but we're speeding up slowly. Alright, so there's the next station over there. So we should get there soon. Storm and weather forecast. The storm is forming. The temperature will drop significantly. During storms, it's better to be indoor. Also, you can check the forecast inside the control center's main room. Alright, so we should probably get there quickly. Good thing we're coming as fast as we can. We're using quite a bit of power, though. I hope we'll have enough. Alright, it's getting real dark out. Oh, clouds are hovering. Doesn't look like we're freezing yet, or losing any health yet. fission reactor. The fission reactor generates power for your train. Make sure that you place it far from habitable parts of the train, as this module is radioactive while in operation. The radiation damages you and certain modules. So, I have played this game before, and I will not actually be using the fission reactor, as I found that you don't really need it, at least for what I do. But I am still going to build it and then remove it to remove this notification off of my screen. And then let's build this fission reactor and immediately deconstruct it. I skipped over those notices there, but it looks like we can build walls now, which I'll just build a window up here. And let's check out the rest of the station. Let's get all of this. Doesn't look like there's much else to do here other than wait out the storm. So I will see you all when the storm ends in, let's see, I think it says just 1 minute. I'll see you then. Alright, everyone, the storm has ended, so we can start exploring. There's no doors on that side, so it looks like we can only go up this way, and I've also charged some batteries. Alright, so first up on the right here, we saw this when we came into the station, just before it stormed. Doesn't look like there's much other than a small battery and refined fission fuel, and it looks like all the panels in here are on anyway. We should try to grab some shadow breeze, as I can see that drinks will be very important when exploring this. Nothing out here. Okay. Next scrap. Here, here, some next scrap then, and then grab shadow breeze. Let's go up here. There's something up here. Going to here, a workstation. Grab 2 cartridges, and then some blueprints. It's dark in here, even darker than the control building was. Let's get all of this. Let's see what we're doing. We're doing good. And before we go back down, there is something over here which is kind of secret, but not really. And as we keep walking, we see this drone, or this scrapper, that we will follow. Like there's some shadow breeze over here, which I should get. It's leading me over here now. We'll have to make sure to get the material from that scrapper before we leave this station. And I'm too heavy. Alright, everyone, I'm back in the station. I'm just opening this gate for us to move on. I've done some organization on my train with my inventory. And I made sure to the material from our scrapper friend over there. Let's see, how much do we have? 9 minutes. I think we can move on to the next station. So, let's turn this train on. I will see you all over there at our next station. Module deterioration during the storm. Certain modules, such as the fission reactor and engine, deteriorate during storms if left unattended. Enclose them and build a roof over them to keep them safe. I will have to do that at the next station. And I actually already repaired this. It had lost some durability at that station, which I repaired. We are now approaching the 3rd station. Let's jump off here. That'll just keep going until it hits the wall. That's done. Let's get into here. Message for us. I've changed the control center's key code. Don't forget it, and please don't share it. New key code 6718. Energy drink. This. Move this if I can. Or if I can move those cubes out here. I can. I don't think I can take them onto the train though, unfortunately. I've actually tried, but they despawn. An advanced capacitor. This is one of, if not the most important item in the game. Oh, I forgot to turn power on. Be right back. So as I was saying, it is the most important item in the game. You can make solar panels and train batteries with it, or make more engines with them. Let's move our train to here now that I've opened the gate. Scout drone. There are scout drones ahead. Although they don't have strong weapons, they can detect you from a long distance, and unlike other drones, can fly and attack during storms. That is not good, but good thing we've unlocked the weapon, and it looks like we'll need to build a weapon controller. Stop here, and then let's build that weapon controller. So let's just go over here, and I'll place this off the side. And then it looks like we need to build a mechanical part next for the rapid burst, which we need to build next. We've already unlocked it, but I need some material. Good thing there's some here. And then let's build it. Hey everyone, welcome back. I've also added some more chests to store extra material and other components, which I will just finish up doing now. And then I've also built these chests. This green one will be where I keep my food and energy drinks. This red one will be for any health kits we stumble upon. I also realized we have one more building to explore, which we should do right now. Ethan, a ranger. That's my name. Let's get over here. What does it do? Take this small battery. And look here, we have a health kit, which we don't yet need. I have still got full health, so we will store that for now. And I think there's one last thing we need to do, which is make use of this advanced capacitor here and make a power cell train battery. We'll build this power cell, which is right up here. And if we check our power, we now can get up to 1100 power. Alright everyone, I think I am going to call it here. We've made our way to the third station, and up next we will continue exploring beyond the station. We'll fight the drones that are somewhere out there in the wilderness, and we'll get to our next station. Alright everyone, thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.